Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, Aero-News Network gets to test fly the Pipistrel Panthera. TSA collects over $900,000 in unclaimed money. And NORAD intercepts 3 Russian aircraft within the Alaskan Air Defense Identification Zone. I'm Sophie Hurlock. On Friday, Aero-News Network had the honor of test flying an American-registered Pipistrel Panthera at the Inverness Airport in Florida. The new airplane made quite the first impression, not only for its 196 knot cruise speed, but for its docile stability and control profile, accomplished with a 3-blade MTCS propeller, a normally aspirated IO-540 Lyc engine, and an empty weight of about 500 pounds below gross. Despite a 96-degree ambient outside air temperature, the aircraft used just over 1,100 feet to break ground, climbed at close to 1,000 feet per minute at cruise climb speeds of 120 knots, demonstrated very good slow flight properties, and offered up a soft landing despite less than optimal speed control. And while there were a few minor issues with the aircraft, the Pipistrel Panthera may just be the most impressive plane we've flown this year. The Pipistrel Panthera is currently available as an exhibition class experimental, but is destined for certification in 2022. We'll be right back with Around the Patch.
If it looks good, it usually flies good. The Bristol series of aircraft is proof of that. Furthering their legacy of safety and efficiency, Bristol is proud to feature the Rotax 915 IS Turbo in the current lineup of aircraft. The 915 IS Turbo power plant offers more power than ever before in a light sport aircraft. Learn more about Bristol at www.sportflyingusa.com.
Swift Fuels proudly introduces the Forever Avgas STC. One simple upfront purchase entitles the Forever STC certificate holder to receive all current and future Avgas STCs that the FAA issues to Swift Fuels. The best part? It's priced today at only $100, and the prepaid certificate never expires. Get your Forever Avgas STC today at swiftfuelsavgas.com.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/Rusty today for details.
Welcome back. It's time for today's trip Around the Patch. NASA astronaut Jeanette Epps has been assigned to NASA's Boeing Starliner 1 mission, the first operational crewed flight of Boeing CST-100 Starliner spacecraft on a mission to the International Space Station. This will be Epps' first space flight, and she'll be joining NASA astronauts Sunita Williams and Josh Cassata on a 6-month expedition planned for launch in 2021. The flight will follow NASA certification after a successful uncrewed orbital flight test 2 and crew flight test with astronauts. The U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds will be headlining Georgia's premier tailgate party at the 8th Annual Wings Over North Georgia Air Show on October 24th and 25th in Rome, Georgia. The show will be held in a drive-in movie format in order to provide a safe environment for attendees, offering the perfect mix of social distancing while still enjoying top military and civilian aviation performers. Tickets for general airfield parking are now available for $130 on wingsovernorthgeorgia.com, and each vehicle will be assigned a 10 by 20 foot parking spot. Bell recently delivered a Bell 505 Jet Ranger X to Southern Utah University for its existing fleet of helicopters used to conduct student training. Southern Utah University's College of Aerospace Sciences and Technology has the largest collegiate helicopter fleet in the nation and offers training in rotor wing pilot or fixed wing pilot components. The university has been a Bell customer for the past 20 years, and the professional pilot aviation program currently operates 2 Bell 205L4s. Transport Canada has successfully completed a series of flight test activities in the updated Boeing 737 MAX as part of the validation process, making them the first non-American entity to begin test flights on the aircraft. The test flights took place last Wednesday and Thursday in U.S. airspace, a little over a year and a half after the 737 MAX was grounded after 2 fatal crashes. The flight lasted for 40 minutes, and the aircraft climbed to 15,300 feet, with a rate of climb of about 2,500 feet per minute. The pilots then spent around 12 minutes performing a series of turns before making their descent. We'll be right back with the rest of the news.
Affordable and economical. Pipistrel is proud to present the Alpha Trainer. The aircraft can use as little as 2.5 gallons per hour in a flight school setting, with multiple students and instructors each day. This means that 13.2 gallons of fuel can effectively give you as much as 5 hours of endurance. Learn more about what the Pipistrel Alpha Trainer can do for you at pipistrel-usa.com.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
In fiscal year 2019, the TSA collected a little over $926,000 in unclaimed money that passengers left behind at airport security checkpoints, including almost $19,000 in foreign currency. This amount marks a decrease in unclaimed money collected in fiscal year 2018, when over $960,000 was left behind at checkpoints. When passengers approach a TSA checkpoint, all items from pockets must be removed, including wallets, loose change, and cash. The TSA recommends travelers place those items directly into their carry-on bags so they will not accidentally leave anything behind in a bin. However, many travelers did not heed this recommendation, and in the chaos that can sometimes be a TSA checkpoint or being in a rush to get where they're going, leave their money behind in the bins. The TSA keeps any unclaimed money found at checkpoints to be put into a special fund account for critical aviation security programs. North American Aerospace Defense Command F-22 fighter aircraft, supported by KC-135 refuelers, intercepted 3 groups of 2 Tu-142 Russian maritime patrol aircraft that entered the Alaskan Air Defense Identification Zone late last week. The Russian aircraft loitered within the ADIZ for approximately 5 hours and came within 50 nautical miles of Alaskan shores. However, they remained in international airspace and at no time entered United States or Canadian sovereign airspace. NORAD employs a layered defense network of radars, satellites, and fighter aircraft to identify aircraft and determine the appropriate response. The identification and monitoring of aircraft entering a U.S. or Canadian ADIZ demonstrates how NORAD executes its aerospace warning and aerospace control missions for the United States and Canada. Commander of NORAD, General Glenn D. Van Herk stated, "Our northern approaches have had an increase in foreign military activity as our competitors continue to expand their military presence and probe our defenses. This year, we've conducted more than a dozen intercepts, the most in recent years. The importance of our continued effort to project air defense operations in and through the North has never been more apparent." And that wraps up our episode for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and to check us out on Facebook and on Twitter. For more aviation and aerospace news, head over to aero-news.net. I hope you had a great start to your week. I'll see you again on Wednesday.